Hey YouTube, Sean. I know it's been a while, guys. I got my plate full with family and trying to fix this and that on the lathe and work. But I got a fix going on here that I thought maybe somebody could use. This is just plain old copper tubing. You can get it at the hardware store, and a foot of it is $1.80 here. And you can make a lot of connections with this. But it's just plain old copper tubing, and you can get it in different sizes for different, different repairs. But to cut it to length, all you need is just a cheapo tubing cutter. And if you don't have one of these, that's fine. You can also use just a saw, a hacksaw, an angle grinder, any means that you have to, just cut it to length, whatever length you want. And that's the best part. You can make these whatever length you want. And this is what I made, and it's simple, and it's cheap, and this is the good connection. These are wire connectors that I'm making for, low voltage, high amperage cable, like battery cable. And, yep, they work very well. I've done this hundreds of times, but I thought I'd share this one with you guys. Yep, we're going to repair a jump pack, a jump starter pack, and that's what we're going to use. And I've used these in numerous conditions. And that hole is put in there to insert your solder. You prep your tube, and that there is so that you could flow your solder right down through the tube. Cable goes in this end, a cable goes in this end, and we'll show you how it works. We'll be right back. Yep, they work really good. We'll show you how they work. Homemade, best part. We'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, we're back. And this is what we're up to. We're going to fix this jump pack. Okay. I know this is going to be a longer video than what was probably in your interest, but I'll show you one, at least one. We'll get through it together. Alright, so first thing you need to do is get yourself a glob of this here solder paste. I'm just using the Q-tip because I couldn't find my brushes. Just get yourself a good amount of it in there, that helps it tin up, cleans the surface. Do the same thing with your wire. Just stick one end in. We're going to do the positive lead on this jump pack. See if we can save this thing. Because all that's wrong with it is the clamps broke. So that hole is where you introduce your solder, right? Okay, I got me a bigger torch than I need, of course. But get yourself some solder. turn your torch down. You don't need that much flame. And just heat it up. And start introducing your solder into the hole, guys. You don't even have to keep the torch on it the whole time. Nope. Hopefully you guys can see this. Kind of barely. Alright, well, let me bring you into where you can see it, maybe. There we go. Just heat it. Just keep putting the solder into your wire inside. Because it's interior that you want, not exterior. Getting a lot of it exterior, aren't I? Just keep feeding that wire, that solder into that hole until it fills up. And that copper will hold some heat for you to do so you can actually do the job. You gotta heat it up periodically, you know. This makes a really good connection interior. This is good for battery cables, whatever you want to do with it. Works good for heavy cable. I know that. I've used this method on RVs with no problem at all. Just keep feeding it, heating it periodically. A little bigger solder wouldn't hurt. It does really work well. And you can knock all the solder off the outside real easily. That copper holds the heat pretty well. Yeah, should have used some bigger solder on this, but I think that's my biggest drawback here. I'm using electronics solder, this small stuff. Yeah, and I think that's the biggest drawback, but we'll get it. It's going to take a little longer. just keep feeding that hole, you know. There we go. Yeah, just keep feeding it in there until it comes out both ends. And yes, I should have used bigger solder. My fault. But it works. You know, this method works really well. Yeah, feed it in. It's working. Takes a little time, but it works really well. And it's cheap. This might be even something you guys have laying around the shop, you know, tubing. Oh, there it is. It's coming out that end and that end. Yep. Alright, so yeah, it's coming out. It's coming out. So there it is, guys. We'll bring you right back and we'll show you the finished product. All you got to do now is put some shrink wrap over that and you got a good solid connection. Take it easy. We'll be right back. Alright guys, there's a good solid connection that you will not have to worry about. Good solid. You can pull on that, it's good solid. Little heat shrink tubing. You put that on prior, by the way. Put it all the way up the wire so that, you know, it doesn't get hot and shrink around the wire. But there's a good solid connection, guys. Something that the president would approve of. Yeah. Like we approve of him. We won't have to worry about him much longer, hopefully. Ay, ay, ay. That guy is a nut. Anyway. There you go. Good solid connection. And it's solid. So now, we have a battery connection from our jump pack that is longer. Yeah. And it's a good solid connection, guys. That's all I'm saying. If you want to make a good solid connection in a battery cable, that's how I do it. That tubing. That's how I do it. And it's cheap. I can get a whole foot of that stuff for $1.80 and I can fix a lot of these cables. No problem. Alright, take care, guys. There you go. Remember, if you watch it, thumb it up, and we'll get back on that other stuff later. I promise. I do have that scooter. Still is here. I just need to get back on it when I get time. And that time is coming soon. Because I did get another gas tank. The problem, that's one of the problems I had, is the gas tank I had was leaking bad. Had a few holes in it. It was leaked all the gas out on my floor. But I got another tank I need to clean up, but it has no holes in it that I know of. Yay! So we can start attaching that to the back like we had it. Got my everything's the same as the last you saw it, guys. We'll get there. Alright, take it easy. Catch you later. Remember, if you watch it, thumb it up. Bye-bye.